Salute, salute, salute. Welcome to BANGnACES live and direct sport commentary live with your host Bang. And we are in Sunday. And we are here. Knicks championship, summer league championship game. They getting smoked right now by the Portland TRAILBLAZERs. Seem to have our number. Second game in a row where they smoking us around the damn court. They struggling to score. Was 1 for 12 from three-point land in the third quarter. Knicks are struggling today. But hey, it's been a busy week for them. Busy week for them. Today, Sunday, last game of the summer for the Knicks. See if they can come back and pull it out. 55-44 game. Portland with the rock, top of the key. Do a little play-by-play. See if we got here on time. Since we didn't get here on time, there's 1:20 left in the third. Deuce McBride, pass, shot for the three, another missed three for the Knicks. 57-44 game. And the Knicks look abysmal for the first time this summer. Actually, second time to the same team. And Portland responds with a three-point. They're just scoring at will. There's been no defense today. And 49 seconds on the clock. Deuce drive to the hole. Blocked on the baseline with a foul call. Tried to get there aggressively but got served. Got served. Fouled hard. Trevor Kills. Pass to Potter. Potter with a nice jumper. Gets 2 points. 37 seconds on the clock. 46-60. Michael Potter, 9 minutes, 10 points, 5 or 6 from the field goal. Only ones playing good today is Sims and Potter, I'll see. Only one playing good today is Sims and Potter. Salute. Y'all see it on the screen. Y'all see it on the screen. Y'all see it on the screen. Pull the trigger. I see it on the screen. Pull the trigger on success. Youth movement is real. Let the kids go play. Because we won't play them much with this New York Knicks squad. Yeah, these kids are special, man. So you have to make up your mind. Do you want them? Do you want to take the time to develop them? Or are we trying to win now? Because taking the time to develop them means losing the guys we got now. Right? That's what it would mean to me. That's what it would mean to me. This would mean to me, man. Pull the trigger. Let's go here, though. Let's go here. Kids seem determined to start the season with bragging rights and some respect, because nobody seemed to be respecting the kids. Nobody seemed to be respecting the kids. They're not kids, they're young men. Only kid on this roster is Trevor Kills. But, yeah. Salute to everybody, man. Welcome, BANGnACES live and direct sport commentary, live with your host, Bang. I'm your host, Bang. We doing the Summer League Championship. Knicks losing right at the moment. Knicks movement is real strong. Summer League Championships. Knicks versus Trailblazers. Young core back to take the summer. We'll see. Right now they ain't taking nothing. It's Quentin Grimes slime time. Deuce with the rock. Passes to Quentin. Back to Deuce. Takes the three. Hits the shot. 49. 60-49. Down 11. Let's go. Deuce. Good switch. Oh, switched hands. Good basketball. Who's that, Ronald? Portland, man. They could score, man. They could score. There's no defense for the Knicks today. It's Quentin Grimes slime time. Look aggressive and anxiously efficient in the past games. You would think there was scouts in the stands the way he's been balling. His name ringing bells on the rumor mill to be included in a looming D. Mitchell trade. Looking way more efficient than a spot shooter. A three-level scorer, triple threat creator, eye-opener potential to be a future somebody. Perfect trade value. Deuce is beginning to floss his value offensively, playing with confidence. His high risk, high reward, decision-making offensive value may be working himself into trade value to Utah too. Him and Grimes might be out here in a package deal. So that brings me to my question to you Knicks fans. That brings me to my question for you Knicks fans. Who would you rather keep? IQ and Grimes or Cam Reddish and Deuce? Grimes and Reddish, Deuce and Grimes. You know what I mean? Like what two would you rather? Who would you rather lose? Trevor Kills kid playing a little timid. Deuce pushing the paint. Sims finish again. Sims the only one playing today, and here come the Knicks. 10-point lead. 7:58 on the clock. Here comes Portland. Missed shot. Rebound Portland. Three-pointer. Missed shot. Rebound Knicks. Here comes Grimes. Fouled at the cup. Let's go. Salute. Come on, Knickerbockers. What y'all doing, Knickerbockers? Y'all hurting my heart, Knickerbockers. Y'all hurting my heart. Oh, man. Salute, everybody. Portland with the rocks. 64-55 game. Pick, shot, miss, air ball. And here come my guys. Here come my guys. Here come my guys. Deuce with the rock. Dribbles up the court. Nice and calm. In control. Poised. Passes the ball to Grimes. Grimes pushes the rock. Deuce with the rebound. Shoots the three. Misses. Finish for Ferry Hunt. 64-57 game. 7 minutes on the clock. And it looks like the Knicks are on a push. Looks like the Knicks are on a push right here. Uh-oh. 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 Welcome to BANGnACES Live and Direct Sport Commentary. Live with your host, Bang. I'm your host, Bang. What's good, y'all? It's been a while. Been getting my setup set up. Thank you for rocking with my audio shows. I see you guys back there rocking for my audio shows, and I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Comeback right now. With all the hoopla around them. They could pull this off. They're gonna have even more hoopla around them. Even more. Even more. Miles McBride looks way better and even more confident running the team. He could shoot the rock, though he's missing a lot of shots today, and run the team with efficiency. So that will be argued today. He's still in the game. And he did set these last couple of plays up. He looks to pitch the Knicks past the last hurdle. What's that? And winning the bragging rights and attention to this upcoming season. What will the front office do now? Do they sign 2 of these summer players or go on a trade? Fournier, Reddish, Grimes. Nick Brass already knocked Barrett off the trade list. Already knocked Randall off the trade list. So Knick fans seem to want to keep Randall now and run with this squad. But we got a chance to sign Donovan Mitchell. We got a chance to sign Donovan Mitchell. And he want to be here. He want to be here. He want to come. We can't hesitate, bro. We cannot hesitate. We cannot hesitate, y'all. We cannot hesitate when a superstar want to get here. He's the player that's gonna bring the player. He's the player that's gonna bring the player, or make the future players think like, oh, I want to play with Spider, Deuce, turnover, Grimes getting pushed, good pass, Portland. Up 12. 5:55 left in the game. Uh-oh. Kyle Alexander, 8 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Kale, short, gets his own rebound, drives the hole, scores 2 points. 10-point game. Here we go. Deuce, defense. That's a turnover, Deuce. I ain't liking that. Alexander pushes the rock, gets to the hole, scores another 2 points. Oh no, that's Watford. Yeah, this Watford kid, man. Watch out for this Watford kid. This Watford kid pretty good. This Watford kid pretty good. Watch Watch out for this Wofford kid. Oh, head fake. Knicks getting ran right now. They ran out the building. Rebound Knicks. Here come Grimes. Grimes make it count. 4 minutes and 32 seconds on the clock. Grimes misses the three-point shot. Doesn't even set up the offense. Just tried to get it quickly. It's bad leadership. And Wofford takes it straight to them again. And Sims cannot stop him. Aaron Hunt. Deuce. To Sims. Sims finish all day. 3:57 on the clock. It looks like the Knicks gonna lose this one. Which I'm okay with, man. They was already starting their nonsense. They was already starting their nonsense about us winning a summer championship. But they should have been able to win this one as the better second year together team. But Portland, man, they got some youth over there. Dame Lillard. Everybody getting on Dame, who recently re-signed his extension. 2-year extension. Saying he played for their name on the front of the jersey, not the back. That was interesting. That was real interesting, Dame. (75-61) game. Jabari Walker, 14 points, 10 rebounds. Like I was saying, I've just been trying to get my setup together and learn the systems and softwares properly, and everything is different. Like, you know what I mean? OBS from StreamYard to whatever else you go into. Same things allowed, but the capabilities, the differences. I work a lot, and I'm on the go a lot. You know what I mean? So I'm usually not in a stationary zone in my space studio and shit. And so I do a lot of like audio-based shows because I'm on the go. I appreciate the support of everybody's support. In the meanwhile, alright guys. I got if y'all look in the descriptions, I got everything set up there. And I got something at the end there. Who's expendable, man? We gotta get this trade done. I know they don't want to give away all 8 draft picks, but I wouldn't let that be the stickler. I would look for the range around 5 or 6 draft picks and some players. If you have a vision, stick with your vision and let the other guys go play, because we're not going to play them. And even having them on the bench for luxury is cool. If you're going to pay them, they're going to be disgruntled and start huffing and puffing. And, when a star comes in, they worried about the star grabbing the leadership and them not being paid, and the star getting paid more money than them and all of that. Like, I thought I was supposed to be the future star, RJ Barrett gonna say eventually. So you gotta secure him. You gotta give that boy his extension, whether y'all think it's worthy to him or not. If he's still there right now and you want to hold him till next year, and want him to play this whole season without having an issue mentally, because basketball players are mentally fragile. Everybody already from his draft class already got their extensions. Everybody. From that top 10, that top 5, Cam Reddish probably the only one that didn't get it yet. And look, he's on this team. So they can't extend Reddish without extending RJ. And I think after you extend RJ, you can't extend nobody else. So let those boys go play, man. And if it's meant to be, they come back home if we're a winning team. They'll come back home when their contracts are up. You know, it costs to be a boss, man. It costs to be a boss. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. That's just, y'all should know, as Knicks fans, y'all know, that's never been the case with us. We never had our cake and eat it too, man. You know what I mean? We never had our cake and eat it too. Never. 72-74. 37 seconds. Knicks gonna lose this game. Kinda knew that shit was gonna happen, man. It's crazy, bro. Alright. Here we go. Next. In the event we complete this trade for D. Mitchell, and we lose our youthful shooters, such as IQ, Grimes, or Fournier, Deuce or Cam Reddish, that's going to open up shooter spots. Shooting guard, small forwards. Right? How would the Knicks fans, and hear me out, feel about a cheap future investment, low risk, high reward, allurement piece? Granted, he's successful in his role for us, and he grows into a player, into a better player, because he's already a player who's already been a requested ad by a young superstar player to join his team, and can't seem to be able to get a fair shot to crack the roster, and can't get a fair opportunity playing in the double depth shadows, can catch and shoot efficiently, put ball on the deck, has the touch and size as a current 2, possible switch player for a 3, already polarized in fan curiosity and family name fame, engulfed professional, still young, entering his prime. Ladies and gents, who do you think I'm talking about? Who could this mystery player that I just gave you all these facts on, who could this be? Do you know? If you do, put it in the chat, answer in the comments. I'll give you a few seconds. Yeah. Let's say it again. Let's say it again. he would be a cheap future investment, low risk, high reward, allurement piece. Granted, he's successful at his role, which I'm sure he'll be successful if he gets a fair shot. A player who's already been a requested ad by a young superstar. Can't seem to be able to get a fair opportunity. Playing in the double depth shadows. Can catch and shoot efficiently, put the ball on the deck, has touch, size, and currently a 2 and possibly a 3 switch player. Already deals with polarization of fans, so he could deal with New York media. Curiosity and family name, fame engulfed in professionalism. Still young and entering his prime. Ladies and gents, who do you think I'm talking about? No other than LIVENDIRECT Ball. How y'all feel about getting Jello Ball, y'all? Why we stunting? If we trade these guys off, how about picking up LIVENDIRECT Ball for a cheap ad and consistent replacement to the people we lost? Cause that's who Grimes remind me of. Like, he remind me of LIVENDIRECT Ball and the Ball Boys. That's how they play. Jello Ball, currently drifting in basketball, the mediocrity, last 3 years, hasn't truly gotten that proper attention. With two high siblings to crack the lot, with two siblings to crack the lottery of the NBA, Jello's path has been the blacklist walk. Although given light opportunities, or what seems like opportunities in the summer league, 8 minutes a game, and G League stints last 2 seasons, Jello has remained irrelevant. So I know that could be scary, Knicks fans, but that's without opportunity. You give him the opportunity these guys got as a backup player, and see if he could see what he could do. Give him a whole season, maybe 2. And my thinking is, his brother already asked for him to be added. I don't know what's going on in Charlotte for that he's not added. Oh yeah, they got a backlog of players. He's not better than whatever. When the ball kids realize the power of negotiation and they start changing the game, geared to their talent and what they need and what is relevant to them, the superstar, what they want, their vision. I've been talking about this with the other guys. Teams have to take it into consideration and accountability. You can't know if it's going to work until you try it. If he feel like his chemistry and rhythm is better than all of them, if the kid in history has scored more than his brothers in history in every league, he's put the ball in the hole more than LaMelo, he's put the ball in the hole more than Lonzo, then obviously the kid can play. Why are they hating on him? Why are they hesitating? I don't know. Because the fan base for him, is calling for him, and they've put the pressure on. They've ignored it. I know that it got to be a shot at LeVar, but you know, this is to slow them down. But at the end of the day, I'm thinking basketball, and the kid can play basketball. Leandro Boy is 6'5", 215 pounds. Reminds me of Carmelo Anthony. Already proven professional and playing overseas, competing and performing against bigger, elder professionals. So you can't tell me he cannot perform in this game. Then coming back home and trying out for the Lakers, failing. Then the Hornets, failing. For whatever reason, I want to take a look at him. Run him with our youth. See if he put up better numbers than them. Start killing the morale of the team. See how New York grab onto him and stop. Jello, I can hear it. I can hear it. Leandro Ball reminds me of a young Carmelo Anthony. He shoots, can drive, rebound, and has some vision. Better than most. Plays fast, and I would say light or decent defense. The Hornets, Charlotte is backlogged at shooting guard and small forward. Point guard donned by his little bro. Then you got Rozier and everybody else. So that's over for him there. Bro has requested for his brother to be rostered, and they still treat him like a little kid. What do you know? Ha 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 ha. That's a fast track to lose your superstar. It still hasn't happened. Michael Jordan must not want the Ball family to leverage to eclipse a mass. LeVar Ball self-proclaimed back in 2016 that all three sons would play NBA ball and all be superstars. He's 2/3 right thus far. And I would say without the blacklist hate, they all would have been drafted high and all potentially would have been superstars. Outside Leandro overall delay, he's been at the door threshold a little too long. Make up your mind. If you letting him in, let him in. I think Leandro's game has developed tremendously in the last few years with low minutes. And the floor time, he has excelled in efficiency. I think with Lil Bro looming extension and the impact of his game on Hornets team, Michael Jordan has one last year to recognize. I think he had his shot. And we, the New York Knicks, should net that bag and see what it brings. And high. See what it brings and how high he can raise his already high profile to a relevant value. League would have you believe he's a slouch or a bum in the game. But it's his destiny to it looks like I said play in the NBA. With the league's sudden change, we should explore getting bros to the same team like the father proclaimed. Sort of like Bucks and Giannis. Bulls bros needs to speak up. They need to understand the power of their voice, the power of their game, their humility thus far, and their superstardom. If their stars request or even make it a part of their future contracts, Depending on health of Lonzo, Leandro, and LaMelo together, I'm bringing to believe they would be a problem for a league to come. With some role players of the same style and skill, man, I'm beginning to wonder what LeVar was talking about. Everybody geared you away from what he was saying, but he had a dream that became true, a vision that he put together. So why wouldn't it work? As we now know, the talent attributes of their individual games similar in all three of them, yet not the same, slightly different traits. Example, LaMelo's an assist and shot demon. Lonzo, assist and drive floor general. Defense, steal. D'Angelo, drives, rebounds, shoots, putbacks, all similar yet different. Easily see them 1, 2, 3 positions. Get them a proper 4-5 and a bench of change, of pace, efficient defenders like we have. Why not? Charlotte Hornets don't appreciate their stars, and I don't care. Terry Rozier, good player, also a hurt player, a small player. They have Book Night. Y'all tell me y'all want Book Night at his price over Leandro at his price? And I think Jello better than Book Night according to the last Summer League. I would have to see him again. But in my opinion, Jello better than Book Night. They had Book Night on the back burner last season. Just lost Bridges emotionally, out of control. They have something to do. They have some things to do ASAP. Or it would be a purge. They need to get LaMelo the proper help to be consistent winner like he wants to be. I believe Jello has a better offensive game than both his bros. Has a better offensive game than both of them. That's what I believe. We would have to see it transcend. What reason of hesitation? Scared to make LeVar Ball? What's the reason of the hesitation? They must be scared to make LeVar Ball right and super rich and empowered by admitting he has basketball intuitive and knows coaching, training, and business. Controlling the ball might be sole reason the process and destiny is being delayed. Now, granted, Jello, Leandro Ball, detoured his path in China 5 years ago. With a shoplifting incident in Gucci or Louis or something like that, a big mistake that set a precedence across the world. I believe the incident was an issue. Definitely an issue. Yet, a mistake. A kid mistake. A young man, kid mistake. Because he was a kid at the time. Had nothing to do with his talent or the game. Situation was politicized by our most controversial president and blown out of proportion. LeVar debunked false narratives created by that media machine and challenged said president. And remained standoffish and ego-driven to protect his boys as any parent or agent should have been doing or would have been doing. Any lawyer, this is what they would have been doing. LeVar was doing his job. Fast forward to the present. Entering his prime, he deserves a good look with a team for at least 1 or 2 seasons. Why not that be the Knicks? Or the Bucks? Or maybe the Heat? So y'all let me know what y'all think about that, man. I was thinking, looking at some rosters, and I was looking at Summer League, and there's some other guys I want to bring up and talk about from watching Summer League. But Jello's popped off the page in the little bit of time that he popped off the page in the little time that he gets to play. You know what I mean? And I just find that weird. Salute, salute, salute. Welcome to Banging Aces Live and Direct Sport Commentary, live with your host, Bang. Today we going over